On my last video, I mentioned my 79 Camaro getting painted. Here is a picture of it. I went and found some pictures that I had of it, and I told y'all you could go back and look on my channel to see it in the driveway, but I didn't realize how long the guy had it over in his shop, so it's not on my channel. He's had it about a year, and he came and got it the first weekend in March 2024, and he's just kept it over in the shop and never got in a hurry to fix it, and we just let him store it over there in his shop. And I just started my YouTube channel March the 12th, 2024. So I was saying that it was on these videos, but it's not, because he actually came and got it the first weekend in March, and I started my channel maybe a week after that. So I got the times mixed up a little bit. So I've got pictures here to show y'all of my car that I got when I turned 16 years old, and I've still got it, and I'm getting it painted now. And that's what the wheels were out on the porch. This is the original color that it was, that light green, and that's the color that we're getting it painted back to. I've had it since April '88, but it's not on the road right now. But I drove that a whole lot when I was younger. It's got a lot of sentimental value to it. It had a vinyl top on it, but the vinyl top is real old too, so he said the guy has took that off and is just going to have the metal hood top on it when we get it back. But these are pictures of it at my mom and daddy's house when I still lived at home. Okay, here it is. It's the same car. And this is when I was working. I started working a job, and I saved my money, and I got it painted blue. And I bought these wheels for it. They called them bullet hole wheels. I had bought a set of them and a set of new tires, and I'd got it painted. And I was working, and I was a young teenager and all, and I paid for it all myself. And I had shocks put on the back where it jacked it up a little bit in the back. And we had loud pipes put on it. And all of that is when I really loved it. But it's changed a whole lot since then. It just went downhill, but right there is when it really, really looked good. It still got a little loud sound to it, though. But my daddy didn't like it. He said, me and my husband, my boyfriend at the time, but we took and got the loud pipes on it ourselves, and boy, my daddy didn't like that when I come home with it. He said I should have never done that, because I took it from the original. But I love that loud sound. And it still got that loud sound. And I had got that window louver also on the back of it right there. But it don't have that on it now either. And here it was under my daddy's shed building out there. And in the back, the two tires in the back were a little bit bigger and wider than the two in the front. I liked it like that, but he didn't like that either. He always liked it all original. But now it's all, original. It's just run down a whole lot. We got to work on it and trying to get it suppled back up. It's got all the same size tires on it now. And we got it painted one time after it was blue. We was trying to get it put back to the original color, but the color was off. So this is the green that it turned out to be, but it wasn't the original color. And this is the color it was now, so the guy is putting it back to the original color. And I'm supposed to get it back here in May. But this is where I used to live before we moved down here. About 15 miles from where I live now. We had a mobile home, and it was on 8 acres of land. It was a wooded area. I love my house, but we really should have stayed right here where we were at. A lot of money has been spent since then, but can't do nothing about it now. I like my house, but I love that spot of land up there also. It's quiet and private. I've still got the land, though. My nephew, one of them, and his girlfriend and the two little girls that they've got are living up there now. They've been up there about 2 years. About 2.5 years now. I've sold him the trailer, and I'm renting him the land space. 'Cause that's a good spot of land up there. And like I said, it was 8 acres, wooded area. And I'm not going to get rid of that. So I'm renting him the land, but I have sold him the trailer. But we lived there 14 years before we moved here. And we've been here since 2012 in November. And here was the back side of it when we had some of the land pushed off up there. And then we sowed grass out there later. Made a bigger spot around the mobile home there. It was a 14 by 80, 1989. It was 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And this was the driveway where you came down from the road to it. And it's on a dead-end road, so it's a really good spot out in the country. But my nephew and his girlfriend, they enjoy it up there too. And they doing good. So they're up there now, but I've still got my land. I'm renting it to them. But they've bought the trailer. And there sits a cat in the driveway right there. See that little yellow thing in the driveway? That was one of my cats. I've always had cats and dogs ever since I was little. Here's a picture of my daddy's motorcycle. He had a Honda Goldwing motorcycle. I believe it was 1989. And here's a picture of a dog I used to have. I found it at the dumpsters one day. This is when I lived up at the trailer. We found it at the dumpsters, wandering around. We brought it home, and it got with my brother-in-law's dog and got pregnant and had 10 puppies. So that's the little 10 puppies right there. But we was lucky and found homes for all of them. But that's a doghouse right there full of 10 puppies. And here they were out running around on the ground. We kept them in that little dog kennel there outside. And I found homes for them when they got about 3 months old. But there they were running around playing. And here's one of me when I was a little girl. See, I had a cat then. I've always had cats and dogs. But I was just sitting here doing my diamond art picture, and I got thinking about that, where I had said I had the videos of my Camaro on my channel. I got thinking the time was off, so no, there's none on there. But I'll film it when I get it back here in May. He's supposed to be done with it sometime around the middle to the end of May. Hope y'all enjoyed my pictures. Yeah, I've been working here on this diamond art picture with this little dog here in the van. I've done some of it like to the top of the door of the van all the way down. Then I've got the top to go, the dog in the top of the van. They're fun to do. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day. See you next time.